Here's a hard truth about startups that most people don't want to talk about. According to Noam Weiserman from Harvard Business School, drawing research supported by the Kauffman Foundation, 65% of high-potential startups fail because of co-founder conflicts or people problems. It's not the science, it's not the technology, or the market. And this pattern shows up over and over again. In another independent analysis by CB Insights, they reported that 23% of failed startup sites not having the right team as a primary reason for their shutdown. So when founders ask me what are some common ways that startups fail, the answer is really what they expect. Most startups don't die because of a good idea. They die because sometimes the founding team was misaligned, incomplete, or fundamentally broken. But at the end of the day, your team actually is the foundational engine to drive your startup forward. And if that foundation cracked, then nothing on top of that will hold true. From my experience as a founder, building a team is one of the hardest parts of my own startup journey. And the reason is simple. It requires a level of self-awareness that most people are not trained or have yet developed. You have to be honest about who you are as a founder, what you're good at, where your weak points, and where the real gaps are and who can help fill those gaps. Because from my experience, the goal as a startup founder is not just around people just like you, but rather people that can complement you to help bring that vision to life. And the right co-founders and partners won't just help you execute tasks, but rather bringing the right people on board can help you move faster, think better, and turn your vision into something real. And when those pieces come together, that's when a startup actually has a chance to work. And I've made my fair share of mistakes, don't get me wrong, when it comes to hiring and choosing the right business partners. I've worked with exceptional partners who truly elevated a company, and I've worked with partners, despite being very talented, that simply just wasn't a fit for me. And I can tell you this with complete certainty, but having the wrong people on your team doesn't just slow you down, it actually makes everything exponentially harder. And I've seen this pattern play out over and over again while advising startups on their non-dilutive fundraising strategy. Because during these sessions, not only do we talk about grants, commercialization, and growth plans, we always also talk about team dynamics. Because no matter how strong the idea is, the team is the one that determines whether this actually moves forward. And when I reflected on my own journey alongside hundreds of founders, the one thing becomes very clear. The teams that endure and succeed share a small set of fundamental traits, and the teams that break apart almost miss the mark on every single one of them. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 things I consistently seen with strong founders and teams getting it right, and how they differ from the ones that don't make it.